ESPN Plus originals.
Presented by Wendy's. A sold-out Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois for a winner-take-all game for the regular season title in the Missouri Valley Conference. And it pits the two hottest teams in the Valley over the last month. The Drake Bulldogs, winners of 10 straight, and the Braves of Bradley on a 9-game win streak. An historic season in the Valley, the first featuring a 20-game conference schedule, and for just the 8th time, it will be decided on the final day. Winner will be the 1 seed for the Valley Tournament, which starts Thursday in St. Louis. Drake slamming Bradley by 25 a month ago in Des Moines. And Kevin Lehman, we'll see what happens here today. I'm Clay Matvick. And this game, Kevin, is not only going to decide the championship, it could easily decide who wins Player of the Year in this league.
The stars are going to shine today, Clay. You got Tucker DeVries. He was Freshman of the Year last year. This year he's trying to take home the Larry Bird Trophy. He hit 5 threes in that win at the Knapp Center. And the other side, Rink Mast, the most complete center in the Missouri Valley Conference. He can score inside, outside, and they'll run their offense through Rink Mast. Excellent passer at the 5 spot.
A lot of emotion on senior day for the Braves, clad in red. They have waited a long time for a Valley regular season crown. In fact, 27 years to the day. 1996, the last time the Braves won a regular season in the Valley. Randy Heimerman, Kip Kissinger, Brooks Wells are officiating crew. And Drake going to work. Tucker DeVries, who we just talked about, misses the first shot.
Great matchup with Malvi Leon's maybe defensive player of the year matched up on Tucker DeVries.
And now we've got a foul that's going to go against Drake. That's going to be on Darnell Brody.
Drake has to keep Brody in the game. The big body inside to defend. Rink Mast in the post.
Bradley has won 9 in a row, including that clutch 50-48 win at Southern Illinois last Sunday. Dean kicks it out. That 3 doesn't go down as Montgomery comes up empty. And we were talking to Brian Wardle earlier today. He said in that first meeting in Des Moines, we took far too many threes.
They did, and they let their offense affect their defense.
That's swatted out of there by Montgomery.
Keep an eye on that matchup. They're putting size on Roman Penn. Zeke Montgomery at 6'6". Roman Penn at 6'1". Great timing by Montgomery. Redirected that shot.
Roman Penn triggers it in. Penn probably playing the best ball of his career. Another candidate for Player of the Year in the Missouri Valley.
He has been outstanding, Roman Penn. We're down the stretch.
He's going to take his first shot. Misses badly. Brody, the stick back, and a nice little right-hand hook.
That's why Brody cannot pick up a second foul. They need him to score on putbacks in the lane for the Bulldogs.
First points of the game go to the road team, Drake. Here's Montgomery. Mid-range jumper, in and out. And Penn with the rebound. And Drake wants to run.
Bradley, excellent in transition defense. They're trying to take away the threes.
DeVries knifing into the paint. Now Garrett Sturtz, the leading rebounder in Drake history, and he misses his first shot.
He's going to have a matchup advantage on Duke Dean. See if Sturtz continues to try to go and score inside with that baby jump hook.
First ever 20-game schedule in the Missouri Valley. It all comes down to this one here today. That's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end with 12 on the shot clock.
Zeke Montgomery using that middle screen. Rink Mast almost with a basket. Quick hands by Sturtz.
The impact sophomores for Bradley. Connor Hickman triggers it in. And now he has it poked away. Hickman got it back, finds Montgomery, and he pushes it up and in. Good vision for Hickman.
Hickman he could be the X factor in this game. Hickman, the sophomore, if he knocks in threes, they'll play him at the point guard position.
And now Leon's with the steal. 2-on-1. He'll hand it off to Montgomery. It's stripped. And there's Garrett Sturtz getting his hand in it. DeVries, the pass kicked. We'll stay with Drake.
Great ball movement here. They go Hickman inside. Good patience by Montgomery. Strong finish inside by the southpaw.
Jashawn Henry, big Canadian, has checked in. Maybe the 6th man of the year in the Missouri Valley. He's number 22 in red.
He was a big concern for the Bulldogs. He's a matchup problem, not only for Drake, but for anyone that plays the Bradley Braves.
And another Drake turnover. Almost 3 minutes into this game, tied at 2.
Maybe a pace that Bradley likes more than the Bulldogs do.
Rink Mass double figures in all but one game this year. Henry, his first field goal attempt, and there's Mast on the backside with the left hand.
Soft hands, keeps it up, and finishes. Rink Mass has been playing outstanding basketball for the Braves the last 2 months.
First 2 for Mast, he averages 14. Jump shot from Brody. Now, if he's got that going today, look out.
I have never seen that in his repertoire. Brody playing with some confidence. Mismatch inside now, pin.
6'10" senior from Newark, Darnell Brody. And now Leon's hits from 3. Now he can do that regularly.
They caught the Bulldogs in a double team. Leon's with a great ball fake, moved the defense. And he's excellent from the three-point line, 40% shooter.
The 6'9" Dutchman, and then Wilkins, nobody stopped him.
Miscommunication at the defensive end by the Braves. Can't let him get all the way to the hoop.
Hickman got it to go high off the glass.
Great curl cut by Hickman.
And now the pace is starting to pick up.
A lot of emotion from Bradley, senior night.
Timeout on the floor with 15:36 to go in the first half. Bradley leading it 9-6. Drake averaging 81 points per game over the last month and a half. But you've got Bradley holding teams to 61 points per game. That's best in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Clay, we have the hottest offense in the Valley in the Drake Bulldogs. They have been dynamite in the last 16 games. We're going against the best defense in the Valley in the Bradley Braves. They have just stymied people's offense.
Talked about how hot these teams are. Drake has won 10 in a row. They haven't lost since an overtime loss to Missouri State at home January the 18th. 4th longest active winning streak in the country. And then, of course, Bradley's won 9 in a row, and they rarely lose at home.
Well, including the game we had last week where Rink Mass hits that 3 at Southern Illinois to give them a 50-48 win. Bradley can win an ugly, low-scoring game. This is a Drake team that wants this thing up-tempoed. They want to put points on the board.
Drake without a 3-point basket yet. They went 12 of 25 from 3 in the first meeting. That was a key to that win in Des Moines.
DeVries had that one in transition, passed up to try to make a pass to his teammate. Look for DeVries to try to get open in transition for those open 3 looks. And Bradley, part of their defense is find the shooters in transition and stay attached to those shooters.
Over 11,000 fans here at Carver Arena today. Building that opened in 1982. As Braves fans have shown up this year for a team that has been exciting to watch. #1 attendance in this conference this year.
This is an exciting venue. It's kind of a little bit of an old school. Clay, we're sitting on top of some ice. There's a little blood behind us from the hockey match. But Peoria loves their basketball. Got some really good matchups to keep an eye on. It's going to be Leon's guarding Tucker DeVries. And we mentioned Zeke Montgomery at 6'6". They're going to put him on Roman Penn. Try to put size on that point guard. And the big men inside. Darnell Brody matched up against Rink Mast. But the whole key here is going to be bench play. Both coaches talked about bench play, Clay. That was 30-8, 33-8 in favor of Drake in their win at the Knapp Center.
He's gone to the timeout. Drake has it. Here's Connor Enright into the ball game for the first time. Redford's freshman. He's been great energy off the bench. Penn on the block will get it back to DeVries. 5 on the shot clock. Enright for Penn. He'll drive. And Bradley doing a good job defending him.
Twice Penn has got in the lane. The length and height of Bradley is a problem for the Bulldogs.
Now a turnover for Bradley, their second of the game. Cedar Calhoun into the game as well for Drake. So that bench is going to be a key thing for Drake and for Bradley.
Calhoun with a huge game in Des Moines.
Welcome to a sold-out Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois. Drake and Bradley in a winner-take-all game to decide the Missouri Valley regular season championship. Alongside Kevin Lehman, I'm Clay Matvick. Drake coming in, winners of 10 straight. Bradley has won 9 in a row. Bradley was blown out 86-61 in Des Moines last month, but this game so far has a different flavor. Bradley out to a 6-point lead early.
Really good start. They've hit their shots. They've spread the wealth around. Hickman with a big jumper. Leons knocks a 3 in. Mass has got on the offensive glass. And defensively, they have taken Drake out of their flow.
Here's a look at Darren DeVries, 47-year-old two-time Valley Coach of the Year. His team 24-6 overall. Both of these teams 15-4 in the Missouri Valley, and there is another Drake turnover, their third of the game. Here's who's on the floor, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. And for Bradley, it's Dean, Hickman, Henry, Malavi Leons, and Rink Mast, a Player of the Year candidate in the Missouri Valley. Montgomery, turnaround jumper doesn't go. And for Drake on the floor, it's a veteran group. Got Roman Penn, Cedar Calhoun, Connor Enright, Nate Ferguson, and Darnell Brody.
DeVries has taken one shot attempt so far in this game.
He scored 28 against Bradley in their first meeting back in January. He's double teamed and he gets fouled. So Tucker DeVries will go to the foul line.
Good patience by DeVries, kept his balance, got the defender up in the air. Now he's going to the free throw line.
Darren DeVries, the father of Tucker, looking for his second Valley championship as head coach of the Bulldogs. Drake has won 20 games just 10 times in program history. 5 have come under Darren DeVries.
And he's going from back-to-back 25-win seasons should they get a win here today in Carver Arena.
There's Brian Wardle. In his 8th year at Bradley, 43-year-old Chicago native. He's won a couple of Valley tournament titles, but has yet to win the regular season crown. We talked to him today at the shoot-around, Kevin, and he said, man, that is a box I so desperately want to check off. Winning a regular season championship in the Valley, especially with a 20-game schedule this year, it has been a grind, and what an accomplishment that would be.
No question. It's been 27 years since Bradley has won a regular season championship. This is a school with tremendous basketball history.
I got a whistle and a foul. Actually, a turnover there for Bradley. And here comes Drake, averaging 81 points per game over the last month and a half. This is an offense that has really been clicking on all cylinders, but going up against the #1 defense in this league. Bradley giving up just 61 points per game on average.
They've been outstanding defensive end.
That rattles home for DJ Wilkins, a 36% three-point shooter.
D3 Wilkins fires one in. You've got Penn and DeVries on the bench. The offense comes from the other 5th-year senior, DJ Wilkins.
Wilkins, the all-time leader in three-point shooting at Drake. And there's a foul that's going to go against Ferguson for Drake.
What DeVries has gone to is a smaller, quicker lineup. More ball movement side to side, dribble handoffs. Wilkins pulls up, rattles one home. Much needed 3-ball for the Bulldogs.
Here's Malachi Leon's Defensive Player of the Year candidate in this league, but also a very good offensive weapon. The Dutchman, Brink Mass, turns it over. Here comes the spark plug, Connor Enright. He'll feed Calhoun. His 3 attempt bounces off. Bench play is going to be key today, Kevin.
Both coaches talked about that this morning, how big is, and these are teams that are healthy now. They each go 8 deep and feel very comfortable.
Brink Mass just bullying his way in against Ferguson.
He is so good with that left hand. You got to credit his dad, Eric, who made him play left-handed when he was a 10-year-old for the entire season.
Enright misses. Mass plucks the rebound. Mass double figures in all but 1 game this year. He's got 4 early as Dean misses from 3.
See Drake going to go to the top of those ball screens. So you have to beat us. You have to do it with contested 2s or not giving up 3s.
Bradley gave up 86 points to Drake in their first meeting. They have switched some things up defensively as Ferguson sticks it back to pull Drake within 1.
Mass rotated over, it gave Ferguson an easy putback.
Duke Dean, the transfer from Troy, floats it up. That's going to be an offensive foul. Connor Enright taking the charge, and the crowd here at Carver doesn't like it. 11:02 to go, just getting going here in Peoria. Winner-take-all game to decide the Missouri Valley regular season, and Rink Mass, the big Dutchman, has come to play. Of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's. 2 for $6. The best deal in fast food.
Targets are on site.
It's all here, as we discussed.
If you're an undercover agent, you need to be undercover.
In position.
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
In pursuit.
Let's go. Lock down, go.
It seems like only yesterday you were just a child at play. Life is brief,
You might like that one.
but when it's gone, love goes on and on.
This all-new Aria is an elegant EV.
Yeah, with 389 horsepower.
It's electric.
With an edge.
This is a work of art.
Hidden Valley Ranch makes pizza extra.
So, you found the number 7 then?
It's amazing.
Hydrates better than the expensive stuff.
I don't live here, so I'm taking this and whatever's in the back.
It's already sold in the US.
But I'm not taking any chances.
The UK's #1 skincare has crossed the pond.
You're watching ESPN's Road to Champ Week, presented by Wendy's from Carver Arena in Peoria. Bradley leading Drake 14-13, closing in on the midway point of the first half. Winner take all today for the regular season title in the Missouri Valley Conference. Alongside Kevin Lehman, I'm Clay Matvick. 116 years of this league, and this is probably one of the most exciting regular seasons in conference history. Only the 8th time it's decided on the final day. 2nd straight year as it happens.
Well, Clay, we've gone to 12 teams as the addition of Belmont, Murray State, UIC, and a 20-game schedule. So this has been a brutal grind. Now it comes down to the last day. We're going to crown a champion after this game.
And you could see how it would set up if the conference tournament in St. Louis were to start today, but it starts on Thursday. And you look at Drake, what they may have in store for them. UNI or Valparaiso. That's not going to be an easy second-round game for Drake. And Bradley, Murray State or Illinois State, that would also be a tough matchup.
Well, you and I took Drake into 2 overtimes at the Knapp Center There are no easy games in Arch Madness. This is going to be one of the best tournaments ever for the Valley.
Drake has it down 1. Tucker DeVries on the floor. He has 2 points so far. The average is 19. Darnell Brody having a good first half, and Roman Penn found him.
Nice play by DeVries on the timeout. They brought Penn over 2 screens. Made the help defender rotate over. Easy basket.
Dean, good pass. And Darius Hannah gets the basket and 1.
Well, Bradley returns the favor. Ball screen on the side. Pocket pass. And here comes the hesitation by Penn. The best passer that we've seen in the Valley. And how about, you talk about bench points. Darius Hannah with a strong finish for the Braves.
Well, Darnell Brody just picked up his 2nd foul, so Darren DeVries is going to sit him down, and that was going to be a big key today, keeping Brody out of foul trouble for Drake.
He got that early one. I was concerned about that, and so was Darren DeVries, so he's going to have to sit him, get some minutes out of Ferguson at that 5 spot.
Brody has played so well here early with 6 first-half points. Hickman misses the layup, loose ball, and it's Roman Penn coming out of there with it, a 3-on-2 for the Bulldogs. Stearns lays it up and in.
That's that efficient offense we talked about, Clay. They pick up a loose ball off offensive rebound. The Bulldogs playing downhill, 3-on-2.
Here's Hannah again, floats it up, bounces around and down. Darius Hannah, another long athlete off the bench for Brian Wardle.
They did not guard Hannah. You could hear Wardle telling him to get to the high post and go down the pipe. Nice play by Hannah off the double on Mass.
DeVries contested 3.
He's had a couple looks, but there's been a hand in his face.
Mass spins out of that double team. Hickman for 3, and he got it. Connor Hickman, his 2nd 3.
Watch out for Connor Hickman. He can get on a string and light it up. The X factor for the Bradley Braves.
Connor Hickman, who Brian Wardle said needs to play like a senior today, is looking like it.
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
Oh, a new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for the chair.
2? That's a Victorian antique.
Victorian antique.
Geico.
I love that with Verizon, I got an awesome network and save money doing it.
I know, $25. But what I love is that it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Hey, we're sitting on a sign here.
Switch and get Welcome Unlimited for $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. Verizon.
Bradley with an efficient-looking offense here early in the first half.
They've had some great ball movement, Clay. 9 main field goals, 5 have been assisted. Mass fields the double team, the kick out, the extra pass, the hockey assist, and Hickman drains his 2nd triple of the game. You said it, Connor Hickman has to play like a senior today for the Bradley Braves.
Hickman was 2 of 11 from the field in that loss by 25 points at the Knapp Center in Des Moines back in January. And he's 3 for 4 from the field here to start with 8 points. Starts a little hesitation, takes it in deep, and pushes it off the window.
Sturts at 6'3", playing amongst the trees. A walk-on from Newton can score against size.
Garrett Sturts, an emotional player, very emotional on Wednesday night in that win. And blowout victory of Illinois State. On to fare well for those seniors for Drake that night. Duke Dean getting hot from outside.
You cannot get caught on a screen with Duke Dean knocking those threes, and he is a crowd favorite here at Carver Arena.
Dean had 21 against Drake in their last matchup. Wilkins off the back iron, and Dean with the rebound. Bradley leading by 5.
Tucker DeVries is not getting any open looks.
Dean taking over. The
Duke racking some points up for the Braves.
Freshman of the year last year in the Sun Belt, has made a huge impact in his first season in the Missouri Valley.
The emotional leader of the Braves, Duke Cody Dean.
DeVries trying to find his offensive rhythm, and Leon's just shut him down.
Leon's with 7'1" wingspan is a problem for DeVries.
Bradley in transition. And Hanna will get it back to his point guard. Step back, wide open. Penn attacks. And Ferguson throws it away. Here comes Leons, who draws the foul at the midcourt. Under 7 minutes to go, and Bradley has this fan base cranked up. When we come back, we ring the bell.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save $1 on it?
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
There is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. You'll get a new 5G phone on them.
Act now for your last chance to get the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, a watch and a tablet on us. That's a value of up to $1,900.
Oh, I love that math. I'm switching.
Now is the last chance to switch and get the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, watch and tablet on us. Don't wait. Visit Verizon today.
Looking for something like this?
Superheroes are everywhere, in our movies, communities, and running our small businesses. And they can grow online securely with MasterCard tools, extending their reach far beyond the storefront. Because when you see the superhero you can be, that's priceless. MasterCard is proud to support Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Float, 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 I just float. I'm light as a feather, I'm light as a feather, yeah baby I float. It's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toast. I'm counting my blessings, we ain't stressing, just look at this glow. I got that magic, I'm really prepared for whatever, whenever.
Saturday primetime at 8:30 and a Sunday showcase doubleheader at 1 on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Hey, heading on a family trip?
Nah. Sorry, son. Prices are crazy. We're going to have to skip it this year.
Aw. Well, use Priceline. They have package deals no one else has.
5 pools. Water slide. We can do it.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Yay!
Congratulations to our good buddy Kevin Lehman, who rang the bell this week, concluding a 6-month battle with cancer, and the good news is you're in remission.
Well, Clay, it's emotional time, but Thursday, yeah.
Way to go, my friend.
Chemo, radiation. This is my 49th game at broadcast. I appreciate all your support. You saw my team there, Hannah, McKenna, and Bree, my nurses that helped me through this, and my girlfriend, Madonna McCormick. It's been a journey, and I urge everyone out there to give to the V Foundation. Research is what we need to find more cures for cancer, and I'm convinced it saved my life, the research from the funds raised by the V Foundation.
You're an inspiration to a lot of folks out there. We appreciate you. 26-19, Bradley leading, coming out of the timeout here by Drake. 6:40 to go. Rink Mask battling Ferguson. And that's the right-hand hook he was working on about an hour before game time, and he didn't miss a shot.
You gotta love his balance and his footwork. Soft hands. Rink Mask. He is the best center in this league. And there's some good ones, Clay.
DeVries finally has his first basket of the game. Tucker DeVries started 0 for 3, but he gets his first 2.
He's gone inside before, but Leons has held his ground and used his reach tough for Tucker DeVries to get a shot over number 14.
DeVries, the number 3 scorer in the Missouri Valley, double figures in 19 straight. So he's on the scoreboard. Hickman, another great pass.
He's playing like a senior, number 10, Connor Hickman.
DeVries to Wilkins for 3. Yes! DJ Wilkins, his second triple.
Now D3 Wilkins open on that left side. Great ball movement by the Bulldogs.
30-24. Final day of the regular season in the Missouri Valley Conference. Final game in the conference's regular season slate, and it's for all the marbles. Poked out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with 8 on the shot clock. Well, Big Monday women's basketball has number 19 Texas hosting Baylor at the Moody Center in Austin. 12-3 Longhorns tied with Oklahoma for first in the conference. That begins at 7 Eastern right here on ESPN2. Bradley has stuck to the game plan here, especially on the defensive end.
They've taken away transition passes from the Bulldogs. They played through mass at the offensive end. And Hickman has been on fire.
Hickman in double figures.
Hickman's been blown up like a hot air balloon. Ball fake back to number 10. He is 3 of 3 from distance. Another heat-seeking missile.
Third 3 for Connor Hickman. They just want to make sure that it beat the shot clock. That's why they're at the monitor. 3-point percentage is third best in the Valley at 36%. Drake wanted to limit the 3-point shots for Bradley, and I don't know that they're doing it the way they want to right now.
Well, here's what's happening, Clay. They're doubling the post on rink mass, and Bradley's doing a great job of kicking it back out, moving it to the weak side, catching Drake in what we would call a scramble defense. It's leaving some shooters open. Bradley's taking advantage.
See Maston Hickman got 19 points. Rest of the team chipping in as well. Roman Penn strokes in the basket from mid-range.
That time they had Vile Tavanainen guard Penn. Simple ball screen by DeVries. The defender does not want to leave DeVries. Penn is excellent at that mid-range jumper. And Darnell Brooks back in with 2 fouls, Clay.
Roman Penn said it before, maybe playing the best basketball of his career. He's averaging 18 points per game during this 10-game winning streak for Drake. Definitely a candidate for player of the year in this league, and maybe gets overlooked a bit because of the play of Tucker DeVries.
No question, he's going to be a candidate. They may split the vote, but ever since that game at Belmont, where Tucker DeVries did not play because of the elbow injury, Penn has been more aggressive at the offensive end for the Bulldogs. His numbers have been outstanding.
He can always pass. He finds Wilkins. Valley leader in assists, Roman Penn. That one spins out for Wilkins.
Bradley's got very little in transition, but that double on the post, you see Maston fighting with in-rights.
Nobody picked up Henry. He moves in. Brody holding his ground down low. Jashawn Henry got his own miss, but right into the hands of Wilkins. He's in free flight. Blocked. Montgomery rejects it. And now Drake will reset.
Montgomery blocked that into next Tuesday.
Nice pass, but Brody can't finish.
Brody's got to be careful now. He cannot get over the back foul. Cannot pick up his third.
Bradley's led by as many as 9. 7-point lead, 3.5 to go first half. Here's Vile Tavanainen from Finland. Drops it down to the big Dutchman, the international connection.
What Drake is doing, they've got Brody on Henry, and they've got Sturts trying to guard Rink Mass at 6'9". It's a tough matchup.
Backup point guard Enright. Penn drops it in for Brody. Man, good shot and a tough shot. He's got 8.
Oh, we talk about the length of the Bradley Braves at the defensive end. Zeke Montgomery comes out of the clouds to get a piece of Wilkins' shot.
Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the buffalo wing's been around. Lips are burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service.
If you shop with the Walmart app, you know everything you need is right at your fingertips. So you can spend a little less to get a little more to make life a little better.
I'm tired. Tired of traveling for work. Living in hotels and out of my suitcase. So it's time I put myself first. To find a job that gives me what I'm really looking for. To be home. For good.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy S23.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with the Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
What a catch!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby! These boys can play!
The XFL week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
Yeah, we can attest to that. We're a few feet from him, and that red jacket really stands out. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Woj. Yeah, Bradley sharing the ball. They've got 2 guys in double figures already, Hickman and Mast. Mast hasn't missed a shot yet. He's 5 for 5.
Well, and they have shared the basketball. They've got 15 field goals, 9 assists on those 15 field goals, 60% from the field for the Bradley Braves.
Winner is the Missouri Valley regular season champion. And for Bradley, they're trying to win it for the first time since 1996. It would be 27 years to the day. Drake last won it in 2019. Brody can't complete the three-point play. Darius Hannah still in the game.
Yeah, Hannah around the high post area as Brody's trying to help Sturts on the double team.
Here's Duke Dean. Leons guarded by DeVries. Hannah lost it. And Sturts will come away with it. With 2:09 to go.
Drake's strategy is to make Hannah into a ball handler. That time that paid off with the turnover.
Surprised by how many minutes Connor Enright's getting here early in the first half.
Well, he is the guy who speeds the game up for Drake Bulldogs. With Penn and Enright in together, they're trying to play faster as they're having trouble scoring against the length in the half court. The Bradley Braves, great length. Again, watch Sturts now. He's mashed up on Mast inside. This is the strategy they're going to do. and Brody's just playing center field on the rim.
He lights out at 9 and 10 on the shot clock, gets it to Hannah. And that's going to be a traveling call. So Drake gets it back down 5. Well, our final Big Monday doubleheader before Champ Week as North Carolina and Florida State at 7 Eastern. Then number 9 Baylor squaring off against Oklahoma State in Stillwater. Both games on ESPN. And we have North Carolina right now, one of those teams on the bubble. In fact, first 4 out right now, according to Joe Lunardi.
Yeah, Baylor and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State also a bubble team, so some big games come up in the Big 12. They're all in the big in the Big 12.
Penn got his own miss and gets the shot to go as Drake has pulled to within 3.
Last 2 possessions, they're not guarding Darius Hannah, and he's turned it over for the Drake Bulldogs. Drake making a little run. Warren's got to talk this one over. Penetration by Penn. Missed his own shot. Knew it. And the follow-up by Roman Penn.
Now Bradley scoreless for more than 2 minutes. And we talked about Roman Penn and his exploits over the last month or so. I mean, he started his career at Siena, but I can't imagine this program without Roman Penn the last 3 years.
He came out of high school, was unrecruited, had nowhere to go, was going to go to a junior college out of a prep school. Got the Siena coaches saw him and took him, injured, comes to Drake because of Marty Richter, and what a career he has had for the Drake Bulldogs.
Valley leader in assists. In fact, earlier this season, a program record 18 assists in 1 game at Evansville.
And you watch him at shoot around, he knows where everyone is supposed to be, is a coach on the floor. His basketball IQ for Roman Penn off the charts.
Bradley had a 9-point lead. It's been cut to 3.
Well, they had to take Hannah back out. He turned over twice because of the defense they were using. Went back to a traditional lineup.
Mass, good pass. Montgomery in a little deep, makes a great adjustment.
Good field by Montgomery. DeVries coming over his shoulder. Came up the other side of the rim. Montgomery and Hickman playing well for the Braves.
Drake can essentially take the last shot here. There is a slight difference between game and shot clock. Roman Penn drawing that clock down.
Look for a ghost screen by DeVries. They'll try to get him a shot.
Penn, 3 to shoot. Got it! And Bradley's lead will be 3 at the half. Rick Mast and Connor Hickman, each in double figures in the first 20 minutes. 37-34 at the break. We're going to send it to Kevin Connors and Woj in the studio.
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, a new tool in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy S23.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
ABC Hockey Saturday. Cup contenders clash.
Savannah Jen wires and scores. The Mac attack is back, Jack. Robertson, he scores.
Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
It's week 3 of the XFL. No! Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby!
Fight, win. You know we back at it again, trying to turn up the city, we deep in the blend.
Whether you're living out a dream or still chasing one.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdowns! Oh yeah, these boys can play.
The XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
What makes this time special? Have you ever seen an entire arena go cold? Or a king become immortal? Welcome to the playoff push.
John Bones! John!
Look, have mercy on many men. Many men.
Still gone! Total domination!
I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on many men. Many men. Wish that for me. Yeah, I don't cry no more.
Looking for something like this?
Superheroes are everywhere, in our movies, communities, and running our small businesses. And they can grow online securely with MasterCard tools, extending their reach far beyond the storefront. Because when you see the superhero you can be, that's priceless. MasterCard is proud to support Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
That sizzle, that's the soundtrack of Chipotle.
The soundtrack of Chipotle?
Oh, yeah. You come in, you're going to be hearing that sizzle. That's how you know that we always have fresh food.
Fresh is what you stand for.
That's exactly.
John!
Have mercy on many men. Many men.
Still gone! Total domination!
domination. I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
John Bones.
Look, have mercy on many men. Many men.
Still gone. Total domination.
I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on many men. Many men. Wish they for me. Yeah, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
What a catch!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby! These boys can play!
The XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
ABC Hockey Saturday. Cup contenders clash.
Savannah Jet wires and scores! The Mac attack is back, Jack! Robertson, he scores!
Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
It's week 3 of the XFL. Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby!
Whether you're living out a dream or
oh yeah, these boys can play!
the XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
Will remain radioactive for years to come. Well, thank goodness it's time for the good news of the week.
And boy, do we need it.
Well, this safe driver saved money with the Snapshot app from Progressive. How do you feel?
Good.
He's better than good. He got rewarded for driving safe and driving less.
Sorry, Barb, just to confirm, this is the feel-good news of the week?
This is what we found.
Yay, snapshot.
This all-new Aria is an elegant EV.
Yeah, with 389 horsepower.
It's electric.
With an edge.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
No!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby!
Whether you're living out a dream or still chasing one.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdowns! Oh yeah, these boys can play.
The XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
Metro offers MLS season pass.
On us.
What about for existing customers?
Yup.
Every match?
I bet yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Says it on the poster.
Get MLS Season Pass on us, plus unlimited 5G for $25 a line.
ABC Hockey Saturday. Cup contenders clash.
Savannah Jet fires and scores. The Mac attack is back, Jack. Robertson, he scores.
Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+. Rangers.
Savannah Jet fires and scores.
Bruins. Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
What a catch!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby!
These boys can play.
The XFL week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
ESPN's Road to Champ Week, presented by Wendy's. 37-34 at the half. Bradley leading Drake. Winner is the Missouri Valley Conference regular season champion. It's hard to believe 2 years in a row in this great league. It comes down to the final day. Last year, Northern Iowa beat Loyola, and this year again, it will be decided on the final day of the regular season. So Bradley, Kevin, has a 3-point lead at the half, and Connor Hickman, of all people, was the star of that first half for the Braves.
Well, the Braves are shooting 61% from the field. 61%, but they've got 9 turnovers. And Brian Worrell told us Connor Hickman has to play like a senior today. You know the stars are going to shine. You need someone else to step up, and Connor Hickman has been huge. 11 points. He's knocked in 3 triples. At the other end has been Roman Penn. DeVries had trouble getting looks. Penn took it over with his mid-range jumper. Also, he's got a number of steals that helped start that fast break. 9 turnovers, 11 fast break points for the Bulldogs.
Connor Hickman for Bradley went a little cold in that first meeting. He was 2 of 11 at Drake, finished with just 4 points. But he has made a huge impact here today. Tucker DeVries was a little quiet to start. He started to get it going late in that first half. So Bradley has the ball as we're underway. And here's Hickman again, trying to pick up where he left off. DeVries will get his miss and clear it as Drake comes ahead. They can tie it with a 3. They trailed by as many as 9 in that first half.
Well, you got to feel pretty good if you're the Drake Bulldogs, because Bradley shot 61% and you're only down 3.
talked about the turnovers, the fewest in the league. Drake with just 10 per game as Montgomery gets it going. He had 4 in the first half.
They like to put the ball in Montgomery's hands, let him start the offense because he has the ability to get to the rim, as we just saw it, can play downhill as well as anyone in a Braves uniform.
Great pass, Roman Penn to Darnell Brody.
Spectacular. Penn, what a pass.
So Brody's in double figures with 10.
He survived that first half. He picked up those 2 fouls. And he's playing center field on Rick Mast. Brody just plugging up the lane.
Here's Duke Dean. Montgomery talking to him in the corner. Dean's going to keep it. Now he'll step back. Mid-range shot off the front iron, but he's fouled by Penn. Who just moments ago had that great assist.
All-time leader in assists for the Drake Bulldogs. Turns the corner. Eyes in the back of his head. Pinpoint pass. Brody with an easy finish.
So Duke Dean will go to the free throw line. 78% foul shooter. Free throw shooting not a big strength for Bradley. And, you know, they're 9th in the league at 67%.
Well, here's what I love about Duke Dean. His left eye, he has 50% vision. Still an outstanding shooter, although he misfired on that one. But what a tough young kid, Duke Dean.
Here's Penn.
Leon still locked on the Tucker DeVries.
Roman Penn from the free throw line gets it to go. Yeah, such a good looking shot.
No one better at old school mid-range jumpers than Roman Penn.
Drake was picked first in the preseason poll ahead of Bradley. Comes down to these 2 teams. There's another Bradley turnover. They're in double figures in that category.
And Penn is the one who caused it, stuck his hand in the cookie jar.
Penn will back it out. DeVries for 3, catch and shoot. Hickman all alone for the rebound.
DeVries does not look comfortable. The length of Montgomery that time has been Leon's. DeVries not getting any clean looks.
It's the best defensive team in the league. And now Mast all alone. That's where he was on the floor last weekend at Southern Illinois and hit the game winner. There's a foul on the rebound that's going to go against Bradley.
Well, since Darnell Brody is playing center field drop coverage, they're going to use Rick Mast as a screener on the perimeter. That time the pick and pop, wide open horse shot, but he misfired.
Did you say that was the biggest shot of Mast's career at Carbondale last week?
We got to call it. It was a great play by Brian Worrell because they'd run it earlier and he misfired on that shot. And Rick Mast told him in the huddle, "Coach, I'm going to hit this one." 20 seconds left, down 2, gets a 4-point play.
Here's Brody again over the top of Mast. It was partly down and then popped out.
Crowd wanting a foul on Sturts as he tried to go over the back.
And a foul underneath again. And this one's going to go against DJ Wilkins and Drake. That's his first.
Deshaun Henry's just too strong for Wilkins inside. And Henry's been quiet. Thought he would really be a factor in this game, but the defense that Drake has used right now, Sturts is guarding the 5-man. They got Brody plugging up the paint.
Travel called on Rick Mast. Mast, who had 10 points in the first half, didn't miss a shot. He went 5 for 5.
And he's not used to a little guy like 6'3", 175 pounds guarding him. Darren DeVries, we saw him do it at Belmont. He comes up with these junk defenses. Today it's going to be, he told me he's going to put Sturts on Rick Mast. I said, wait a minute, are you joking with me? But it's caused a number of turnovers and taking Bradley out of the flow.
Skip pass from Hickman. Leon's has been quiet offensively, so is Deshaun Henry.
There's a double. They're going to double Henry every time he touches it.
Dean floats it up. Can't get it to go, and Sturts climbs over everybody for the rebound.
DeVries right in front of us telling his team, go, go. He wants this game speeded up.
Now DeVries says, if you're going to leave me that alone, why not? That's a bad sign for Bradley if he heats up as Drake goes in front.
You have to find Tucker DeVries in transition, and you have to stay in his space.
9 now for DeVries. Sturts with the steal.
Another turnover. Sturts on mass. It's paying off for the Bulldogs.
Wilkins leans into a three-point attempt. DeVries 28 against Bradley in January. And I think Brian Wardle is sensing that there's a change of momentum here. He calls a timeout with 15:26 to go.
Oh, Tucker DeVries, 78 threes. This is number 79 on the season. Bullseye for the Bulldogs.
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, a new tool in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Papa John's just flipped pizza night on its head. This is the new crispy Parm pizza, and it puts toasted Parmesan where it's never been before, on the bottom. Introducing the crispy Parm pizza, only from Papa John's.
If I just stare at these payroll forms, my business payroll taxes will calculate themselves, right? Nope.
Intuit QuickBooks helps you manage your payroll taxes.
Cheers.
With 100% accurate tax calculations guaranteed.
A ballet studio, an architecture firm, and homemade barbecue sauce. They're called small businesses, but to the people who build them, there's nothing small about them. That's why at T-Mobile for Business, you'll save more than $1,000 versus Verizon. And with Price Lock Guarantee, we'll never raise your rate plan. So you can keep your focus on toe turns and making sure the sauce is extra spicy. At T-Mobile, there are no small businesses.
At Boar's Head, we live for delicious, for excellence that stands apart in every bite. We live for that perfect sizzle, and for perfectly melted cheese that awakens your taste buds and takes you to new heights. For experiences worth sharing and moments worth savoring. Welcome to the gateway to delicious. Welcome to the counterculture. Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Well, we've got a big Super Tuesday coming for you. NC State is at Cameron Indoor taking on Duke at 7 Eastern. Then number 3 Kansas, which has won 6 straight, and lead Texas by a game in the Big 12, hosting Texas Tech at Allen Fieldhouse. Both games are on ESPN and the app. And here's our Wendy's Wooden Watch. NC State's Terquavian Smith and Duke's Kyle Filipowski. Smith held to 10 points on 3 of 15 shooting in that home loss to Clemson yesterday. Filipowski had better luck in the win over Virginia Tech. They're going to meet on Tuesday in Durham.
And Filipowski with 12 in that win over Virginia Tech for the Dukies.
So out of the Bradley timeout, we'll see what adjustments Brian Wardle made. They're down 1. Really the first lead for Drake since the midway point of the first half, but Hickman continues to make an impact on this game.
A good set play by Brian Wardle. He brought him on those double screen. Hickman turns the corner. We saw that in the first half. It's all the way to the window for the Braves.
Bears repeating. Brian Wardle said this morning that Hickman, even though he's a sophomore, he has to play like an upperclassman today. And he has.
Yes, no question.
5 to shoot. Penn. Skip pass for Calhoun off the bench. He drives. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. He wasn't able to draw iron. And Bradley doing what they do, holding their ground on defense.
Well, good defensive stand by the Braves, but the offensive end, it's been all Hickman in the first half. And now the second half takes it right into your living room. Wipes out the cameraman.
Meet a future mom, a first-time mom, and a seasoned pro.
This mom's one step closer to their new minivan. Yeah, you'll get used to it. This mom's depositing money with tools on hand. Cha-ching. And this mom, well, she's setting an appointment here so her son can get set up there and start his own financial journey. That's because these moms all have Chase. Smart bankers, convenient tools. One bank with the power of both. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
If you shop with the Walmart app, you know everything you need. It's right at your fingertips. So you can spend a little less to get a little more to make life a little better.
Rangers.
Savannah Jet fires and scores.
Bruins. Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+. ABC Hockey Saturday. Cup contenders clash.
Savannah Jet fires and scores. The Mac attack is back, Jack. Robertson, he scores.
Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
Float, 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 I just float. I'm light as a feather, I'm light as a feather, yeah baby I float. It's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toast. I'm counting my blessings, we ain't stressing, just look at this glow. I got that magic, I'm really prepared for whatever, whenever.
Saturday primetime at 8:30 and a Sunday showcase doubleheader at 1 on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Meet a future mom, a first-time mom, and a seasoned pro. This mom's one.
Final day of the regular season in the Valley. This championship game in the regular season. Drake head coach Darren DeVries not happy about something.
I'll guarantee they're not talking about their favorite flavor of pizza. Talking with Brooke Wells.
Lead is 1 for Bradley. Winner today secures an NIT auto bid, the #1 seed in the Missouri Valley tournament, which starts Thursday in St. Louis. Connor Hickman, he was fouled. And Roman Penn now pleading his case.
He took him over a screen and a rescreen. Him trying to fight over the top. It's a little piece of the arm. Hickman continues to stay putting points up for the Braves.
Talked about the foul shooting woes for the Braves this year. 9th in the conference, 67%. And Brian Wardle said, you know, it's not like we don't work on it. Guys are constantly in the gym shooting free throws, but we just haven't been able to find the consistency we're looking for.
Clay, they also don't get there very often. They shoot in the Valley one of the fewest attempts at the free throw line of anyone.
Enright is able to save that possession, but misses the three-point attempt. Comes Bradley, Hickman again. Very confident today. His 4th 3 of the game.
He is knocking them down like a row of dominoes.
Penn shook loose for a good look. Mast will clear the rebound. Lead is 5 for the Braves. Hickman again.
They're using Mast up top to ball screen Hickman because there's no help. Brody continues to sink in the lane. Playing that drop coverage.
Enright for Calhoun. Boy, that misses badly.
Remember, Calhoun had 16 in that win and nap. The benches both have struggled to score in this game.
Calhoun's shooting on the road looks a lot different than his shooting at home this season. This hasn't found the touch away from Des Moines. And that's going to be a turnover for the Braves. It's on Rick Mast, his second.
If you're going to win a championship, your stars have to shine and someone else has to step up. Hickman coming with that ball screen by Rink Mast. There's no help there because Brody's sent down in the lane. Hickman doesn't need much room.
That's a 12th turnover for Bradley.
Hickman got 17 points. The turnovers have kept the Bulldogs in this game.
Connor Enright back in there, running the show at the point. DeVries, he's got 9 points.
He's had to work for all 9. Leon's excellent job defensively.
Deep 3 again. And nobody there on the offensive glass for Drake. DeVries, Player of the Year candidate, averages 19 per game.
Keep an eye on 35 Hannah. They're not going to guard him.
And Hickman with an air ball. Villanainen right underneath.
Well,
puts it back up and in.
Here's the rule that Bradley has. If you're below the free throw line, you go to the glass. That's why they're such a good offensive rebounding team. Ville Taivanainen below the free throw line gets that putback.
These are his first points. Brody got it, but they're going to call him for the travel. Timeout. 11:56 to go as Bradley getting a few calls here in the second half.
2 extra steps by Brody. Another turnover.
I love puppies.
Well, I love that I switched to Verizon. My other network used to drive me crazy.
Yeah. And with Welcome Unlimited for just $25, I love that I got an awesome network and save money doing it.
I know, $25. But what I love is that it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, what I love is I got to keep my phone, more savings.
But I love...
Hey, we're sitting on a sign here.
Switch and get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Kids are so expensive, Dad. Now Katie needs braces.
Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You can save hundreds.
I don't know, Dad.
Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You could save hundreds.
It's a great idea, TV Dad.
But I said the exact same thing.
Someday when you're a father, you'll understand.
I'm his father.
It's not a competition.
Listen to your TV Dad. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $700 on average.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like marinated oven-roasted chicken tossed in our new hot lemon pepper sauce kind of better. And now you can find them on the Papa Pairings menu. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each, only from Papa John's.
If you Walmart, you know that with everyday low prices, you can spend a little less to get a little more, to make life a little better.
UFC 285. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Today on ABC and ESPN Plus. Rangers.
Savannah Jet fires and scores.
Bruins. Get ready for the rush. Saturday.
One of the 5 international players on Brian Wardle's roster this year, and one of the seniors honored before the game today. The other Rink Mast from the Netherlands. The family's here today for this championship game in the Missouri Valley Conference. Malavi Leon's also a senior, but he's already announced he's coming back, so they didn't honor him here today. But I'll tell you what, Brian Wardle has done a great job recruiting outside of the borders of the United States.
They have that team he had in 2019 that went to the NCAA tournament, had a number of foreign players, and he said when he got the job, there just weren't any available U.S. players. He started going into that foreign market, and it has paid off for him. Leon's from Netherlands. You saw Rink Mast with his parents, Eric and Wiley.
Wow. Darius Hannah, 4 points off the bench in the first half. He's got a bucket here in the second half, and the lead for Bradley goes back to 9.
Hannah has to be aggressive because they're not going to guard him. He has to take it to the rim.
DeVries tried to hit Sturtz, knifing on the baseline. It's picked off. Montgomery, a little quiet offensively. Bradley can take its biggest lead of the game. Dean floats it up, and he's going to be fouled going in. First on Connor Enright.
Enright with his hand on the hip as Dean turned the corner.
So Duke Dean to the line. He's got another one coming. Our final big Monday doubleheader before Champ Week. North Carolina and Florida State at 7 Eastern. Then Baylor and Oklahoma State. Both games on ESPN. See the Big 12 looking good to get a bunch of teams in as it sits right now. 8 bids, according to Joe Lunardi.
And look at the number that are going to be in that 1 and 2 seed line. Kansas, Kansas State, and Texas.
Biggest lead for Bradley. It's 11.
Bradley's cleaned up the turnovers here in the second half. It's been the difference.
This is the guy Drake needs to get hot. Second opportunity for the Dogs. And Bradley tracks it down. It's been over 6 minutes without a field goal for Drake.
They haven't been able to get the fast break points or the points off turnovers here in the second half.
Montgomery misses from 3. Brody with an emphatic rebound. Here come the Bulldogs needing something to go down. They're cold right now. Brody banging against Mast. Hook shot doesn't go. That's the hook shot that Mast was hitting in the first half.
Left it short. Mast holding his ground against Brody.
10 points, 10 rebounds for Mast. His 9th double-double of the year.
Much better job of handling the basketball by the Braves here in the second half.
From the corner, Leon's got it, and the crowd erupts. And Darren DeVries wants a timeout.
Leons has been excellent at the defensive end, and he loves this corner shot. Duke Dean sets him up. And part of the Flying Dutchman, the duo of Leons and Mast, the Flying Dutchman.
Malavi Leons very well could hear his name called as Defensive Player of the Year in this league this coming week. And sometimes you forget about how good he is on offense.
Shoots the 3 ball really well. Loves those corners at 40%. And he's got 2 steals today. He's got 49 steals and 49 block shots. Nobody in the Valley's ever had a 50 steal, 50 block shot season. Leons is on the cusp.
15-0 run for Bradley. Wilkins, good backdoor pass for Sturtz. He got it in 1. And look at the emotion from the senior.
Wilkins turns the corner. Sturtz, 6'3", going against the 6'9" Mast. Makes the body contact, keeps control, kisses it off the window.
Now, Rink Mast just picked up his 3rd foul, and he'll head to the bench. DeVries also checked out for Drake. As Sturtz goes to the line, an 85% foul shooter. It's a 3-point play. Drake comes out of the drought. They're still down 11.
This is the small lineup for Drake. They'll try to speed the game up with Enright and pin in together.
Montgomery so good downhill. Can't get it to go. Wilkins.
Comes the speed.
Penn looking for help. Good transition defense by Bradley. Brody can't get it, and Hannah skies in for the rebound.
Hannah out of the clouds to snare that rebound. That was a big-time rebound by Hannah. In fact, Brody's going to have an easy basket. This is the Drake speed lineup. They will try to pressure the basketball, create some turnovers, and play downhill.
Wilkins pokes it away with 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Braves, as Vile Tavanainen is going to check back in for Bradley. Now, I think the mantra that we've heard from Brian Wardle all season: compete, defend, rebound. You know, if we do those things, the offense is going to take care of itself, and that's kind of been the playbook today.
That's what they use when they recruit. Sturts stole that one. He sold it. Wardle, the red jacket. I thought it was going to come off. Here's what officials go by. When you drop that shoulder into the chest of the defender, that call is going to go against the offense the majority of the time.
Garrett Sturtz, always a great bench player during his career. He's really flourished as a starter this season. Wilkins from the wing hits a three, his third of the game.
He is combustible. Wilkins, there's that small lineup.
Drake starting to come back. Wilkins to Penn to Sturtz, and Sturtz will go back to the line. Well, this is the veteran character of Drake. They get down after that 15-0 run, but they flip a switch somehow.
Well, he brought in a different lineup. Yeah, Enright is an energy guy. You play him and Penn together. You've got Sturtz, who plays like he has 3 lungs. And you got the three-point shooter, Wilkins. This is the speed team. The big man, Brody, is the goaltender. Duke Dean back in to try to counteract the speed team that Drake has on the floor.
So Darren DeVries playing a little chess here against Brian Wardle.
But Darren DeVries is not afraid to coach outside of the box. We had Sturtz guard mass in the first half. He's got his small lineup in now, trying to speed this up.
Still no points for Jashawn Henry.
Sturtz guarding Hannah, guarding the 5-man.
Duke Dean, that's going to be an offensive foul, and the fans don't like it. That is the third on Dean. 55-48, 7:42 to go in Peoria.
I love that with Verizon, I got an awesome network and save money doing it.
I know, $25, but what I love is that it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Hey, we're sitting on a sign here.
Switch and get Welcome Unlimited for $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. Verizon.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
No!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby!
Whether you're living out a dream or still chasing one.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdowns! Oh yeah, these boys can play.
The XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
Float, 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 I just float. I'm light as a feather, yeah, baby, I float. It's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toast. I'm counting my blessings, we ain't stressing, just look at this glow. I got that magic, I'm really prepared for whatever, whenever.
Saturday primetime at 8:30 and a Sunday showcase doubleheader at 1 on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Rangers.
Savannah Jet fires and scores.
Bruins. Get ready for the rush. Saturday on ABC and ESPN+.
I'm light as a feather, I'm light as a feather, yeah, baby, I float. It's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toe.
Saturday primetime.
Music.
It's coming. Champion. Join me. Make some noise.
Champ Week is coming. And of course, the championship in St. Louis starts this week in the Missouri Valley Conference, one of the great conference tournaments in this nation. The winner of this game will be the regular season champ and the #1 seed in St. Louis. Neither of these teams will have to play on Thursday. They get a bye into the Friday round. So here we go. 7.5 to play. Mast and Brody tied up. They're going to call a jump ball. They'll stay on this end.
Drake with 2 bench points in this game from Ferguson. That went to the Knapp Center. Enright had 13, Calhoun had 16. They had 29 from those two. They have goose eggs today. And Darren DeVries said, we got to get some points from our bench.
Yeah, it just hasn't happened today. The second chance opportunity here. Roman Penn slips, and it's going to be a travel. Just lost his footing as he came into the lane.
Trying to spin back around to get a bounce pass feed into Brody. And Darren DeVries is going to stay with this small lineup with Enright, Penn, Wilkinson, Sturtz.
7-point lead for Bradley despite no points from their star Rick Mast here in the second half.
You mentioned no points from Henry.
Henry gets his first 2 right there.
Caught at the free throw line. Brody's back there protecting the rim. That's what you got to do if you're Henry. You got to take the ball right at the defender. He's not going to guard you. Take it at him. Get it to the rim.
Henry's first points against Drake this season. He was scoreless in their first matchup. Of course, he was a little banged up in that game.
They just come off that head injury.
Sturtz misses, and Leons clears it.
DeVries wanting a foul on Sturtz's shot. Again, now watch, Sturtz is guarding Mass in the high post. Brody is on Henry.
Drake made a run, but now they're back down by 9 again.
They were able to get some turnovers with these matchups in the first half.
Pass from Hickman to Mast, and Mast is mugged going up, so he'll go to the free throw line as Brody just picked up his 3rd foul.
Well, using Mast as a screener. Sturtz has to help. Brody gets there late. Mast at the free throw line.
Rick Mast missed the first 6 games of the season, but quickly found his stride. He has been such a key component to these good Bradley teams in recent years.
That's what he's done today, 11 points. Only missed 1 from the field. A double-double already for the Dutchman.
And now these Bradley fans are starting to feel it. Maybe this is the year after a 27-year hiatus. Off the hands of DeVries.
Run the dribble, weave a high post feed. They had DeVries on the open cut. Brody, a little too much mustard on that pass.
And Drake just doesn't turn it over. That's one thing that they've been good at throughout the season, average about 10 per game. But that's a critical one there as this game's getting long in the tooth.
Full court pressure now by the Bulldogs. And Bradley has cleaned up their turnover issue. They had 9 in the first half.
Here's Mast. Leon's thought about the 3. Hickman, he's got 17 to lead everybody. Eli Tavanainen driving. And on senior day, the senior makes a beautiful play to make it 61-48.
We've seen it happen a number of times. Finn got hung up on the ball screen. The senior gets all the way to the rim.
DeVries got his own miss. Brody, the stick back. And Bradley was there defensively, but they were determined not to foul. And now DeVries back on the officials. The head coach is not happy.
Got two DeVries out there. You got Tucker talking to Kip Kissinger. Darren working Brooke Wells.
Well, a lot of people call the Missouri Valley Conference the best one-bid league in America. Winner today, said it before, will not only win the Missouri Valley Conference regular season and get the 1 seed for the league tournament, they'll get the automatic bid to the NIT, but everyone predicts this to be a one-bid league, so they're going to have to win in St. Louis as well. Is there any hope for Drake or Bradley to be an at-large into the NCAA field?
There's a shot, Clay. There's a shot at, because Drake coming in today with a net of 62, Bradley with a 61. The loser today would have to get all the way to the championship game, win that championship, but the winner today, you can get, if you were to lose in Sunday's championship, outside shot, that thing you get 2 bids.
He's Kevin Lehman, I'm Clay Matvick. Final 5 minutes of the de facto championship game in the Missouri Valley Conference. Comes down to the final game on the league schedule.
For the first time in the history of the Valley, a 20-game league schedule.
Here's Hickman again. Mast calling for it. Tavanainen trying to feed it to him, but Wilkins shielding. Tavanainen drives instead. Mast tries to tip it up. Tavanainen, can he keep it alive? Hickman with a great save. And now Dean is fouled. Great effort by all of the Braves to salvage that possession.
There was red jerseys on the offensive glass, kept that ball alive. Extra possession for the Braves.
There's Commissioner Jeff Jackson of the Missouri Valley Conference. Proudly walked that trophy into Carver Arena today. He is so excited for this game here this afternoon.
And he does a fantastic job in the league with the addition of Belmont. A great tradition in history. Murray State, 18 NCAA bids, UIC.
There's Jashawn Henry at his best. He's been quiet offensively today, but that's a big hoop to put Bradley back up by a baker's dozen.
Henry would be the 6th man of the year in this league.
DeVries almost turned it over. Pan got it.
Pan's ability to score over bigger players, outstanding.
Well, Bradley calls a timeout. Brian Wardle wants to talk things over with 4:04 to go and a double-digit lead. Winner take all in the Valley. Back in a bit. ESPN's exclusive.
Looking for something like this?
Superheroes are everywhere, in our movies, communities, and running our small businesses. And they can grow online securely with MasterCard tools, extending their reach far beyond the storefront. Because when you see the superhero you can be, that's priceless. MasterCard is proud to support Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Let's go.
Okay,
It seems like only yesterday you were just a child at play. Life is brief,
You might like that one.
but when it's gone, love goes on and on. I'm light as a feather, yeah, baby, I float. It's hard to look at my resume. raising a toast. I'm counting my blessings. We ain't stressing, just look at this glow.
Saturday primetime and Sunday showcase on ABC.
UFC 285. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Saturday.
Got the lead late in this one, but maybe they're going to be without Rick Mast for a while.
12 points, 10 rebounds. He's got a double-double, his 19th. He's also got 3 assists that they played through him at the offensive end. Let's see if they go with Henry or Hannah to replace him.
So that was moments ago. Just as you were watching that replay of him walking to the locker room, we saw him come back to the scorer's table with a little giddy up in his step. So perhaps it's nothing.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope the young man is okay. Here on senior night with his parents, Eric and Wiley, in attendance.
So he will be on the floor out of this timeout.
Still got a little gimp in the walk. Tough kid. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. They got to create some turnovers here. Down double digits. Clock is their enemy.
Connor Hickman to Tavanainen. Able to break the press.
Him trying to keep the ball out of Hickman's hands.
Still a lot of time on the shot clock. Mast watched by Sturtz, who's done a really good job on him defensively here in the second half. 5 to shoot. Henry falling away. Here's Connor in right now in the break for Drake. Can't afford too many empty possessions now.
And they've got to go quick.
DeVries kicks it out. Wilkins contested 3. Got it! Right over the top of Tavanainen.
Patience by Drake. Got the shot they wanted.
His 92nd career Missouri Valley Conference game, DJ Wilkins. Bringing the Bulldogs back within 8, under 3 to go. Valley title in the regular season on the line.
Then a guarding Henry in the high post. Sturtz on Mast.
Leons freed himself away from the defense of DeVries.
Big basket by Malavai.
And Leons has not scored a lot of points in this ball game, but he has hit big baskets.
His value has been at the defensive end. Tucker DeVries with 9 points. DeVries with 1 of 7 from distance. Now DeVries at the free throw line.
One of the best foul shooters in this league at 84%.
One will allow Drake to set their press.
Talked about it before. Tucker DeVries with 28 points in the first meeting. Points have been harder to come by today for Tucker, but he's going to have a double-figure performance.
Well, he's guarded by Lands. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year in the Valley in my book.
4 players in double figures for Drake, as DeVries is called for the foul. But you said it before, Kevin, just no bench production for Drake today. It's been absent, and that was a big key.
Well, Bradley with 14 off their bench. Just 2 for the Bulldogs. Both coaches talked about that today, that the bench has to step up. These are teams that early in the year had health issues. Now they're all healthy, 8 deep. The Bradley bench has been outstanding. Hannah with 6. Henry's come to life here in the second half with 4.
Now Leon's taking care of it at the free throw line, hitting both. Put it back to a 10-point lead with 2.5 to go. Penn taking matters into his own hands. Can't finish. And Mast will go back to the line. And now it's going to be about Bradley sinking free throws here down the stretch. Drake is betting on the fact that the Braves, who have had a problem with it all year, will crumble at the line.
But you got Mast, who's at 76% from the line. Well, they're better free throw shooters.
Missed the front end, won't get the bonus. No good for DeVries, looking at the officials wanting a foul. No whistle.
It's going to be long possessions by Bradley.
And Penn bumps Hickman, so that'll send Connor Hickman to the line with 1:58 to go, and this crowd really starting to sense that something special is about to happen here in Peoria.
It's been 27 years.
Free throws not falling here for the Braves. Wilkins with the long rebound. DeVries, knowing he has to hurry, attacks, misses the shot, and Leons is able to get the carom.
DeVries trying to draw contact. Nothing called.
Officials have let him play here today.
Well, and we expected that.
Tucker DeVries, Player of the Year candidate, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 of 8 from 3.
And credit Malve Leons, who came out defensively.
And don't forget our ESPN Sunday doubleheader. Warriors and Timberwolves, followed by the Clippers taking on the Western Conference leading Nuggets. Coverage tips at 7 Eastern with NBA Countdown tonight. 69-57 Bradley. Drake has to hurry. And Penn will go to the line.
Leon's now in double figures for Bradley with 11. Make that 12. An excellent job the defensive end on Tucker DeVries. DeVries with 11, but he struggled 3 of 13 from the field for Tucker DeVries.
Penn can't hit the bonus shot. Stays a 10-point lead for the Braves. Alley-oop to Henry from Hickman.
Put a little gravy on that biscuit.
And now Drake turns it over. This crowd has made it hard on these Drake Bulldogs today.
It's been a sea of red when we walked in this place. They've waited a long time.
How about Hickman with the jam off the inbound?
Well, Hickman had the assist on Henry's jam, and then Hickman gets one himself.
He's the MVP of this game, no doubt. Sturts. And it's going to be a reach-in foul against Duke Dean. Connor Hickman, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and just a leader on the floor today for Bradley.
Set play to get him going to the basket. Hickman with 19 as he hit 4 triples, 3 in the first half to get that Bradley offense rolling. And as Brian Ward said, that sophomore Connor Hickman has to play like a veteran senior today, and he has answered the call.
Full court pressure here by the Bulldogs. Just over a minute to go. Tavanainen able to get it in. Get it to Leons, who's a really good foul shooter. Dean get the shot to go. Mass keeps it alive. Wilkins needs to hit a three here for Drake to have a chance. And they're out of bounds with 41 seconds to go. 27 years to the day since Bradley last won a regular season title. And for Brian Wardle, it will be his first regular season championship as the head coach at Bradley, a box he really wanted to check.
Well, somewhere Hersey Hawkins is smiling. The Bradley greats.
DeVries lost it again, and he's out of bounds. Boy, the turnovers piling up here in the second half for Drake. Bench production, turnovers in the second half, and rebounding. Reasons that Drake just didn't get it done today.
You see DeVries' numbers. He had 11 points. He's had to work for it. 3 of 13 from the field. Got that one open three early in the second half.
And now Brian Wardle is going to empty his bench. What an accomplishment to win the Valley regular season outright, especially this year with new blood in the league, with a 20-game schedule for the first time. New travel destinations, so much different this year and harder in a league that is already extremely difficult.
They did a great job protecting home court. The one loss to Belmont on a last-second shot. Otherwise, this has been a difficult place to get a win in Carver Arena. But now you get the number seed going into Arch Madness. The early games would be huge for the Braves.
19 for Hickman, Leons, and Mast each with a dozen. And for the first time in 27 years, the Bradley Braves are going to be champions in the Missouri Valley Conference in the regular season.
Brian Wardle celebrating with his senior, Ville Tavanainen.
And they will storm the floor in Peoria. (73-61) Bradley, for the first time in more than a quarter century, winning the regular season in the Valley outright. What a game plan for Brian Wardle's Braves. And they beat a very good Drake team here at home.
And Hickman with an outstanding performance, Mass with a double-double, and Melvin Leons with an excellent defensive effort for the Bradley Braves.
Brian Wardle and the Braves celebrate a championship in the Missouri Valley. For Kevin Lehman, I'm Clay Matvick saying so long from Carver Arena in Peoria. 73-61 the final. Bradley wins it. Sports Center is next.
Looking for something like this?
Superheroes are everywhere, in our movies, communities, and running our small businesses. And they can grow online securely with MasterCard tools, extending their reach far beyond the storefront. Because when you see the superhero you can be, that's priceless. MasterCard is proud to support Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
It's week 3 of the XFL.
What a catch!
Another chance to prove them wrong.
Let's ball out, baby! These boys can play!
The XFL continues with week 3 Saturday on FX. and Sunday on FX and ESPN2.
What makes this time special? Have you ever seen an entire arena go cold? Or a king become immortal? Welcome to the playoff push.
John Bones! John!
Look, have mercy on many men. Many men.
Still gone! Total domination!
I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on many men. Many men. Wish that for me. Yeah, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
Float, 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 I just float. I'm light as a feather, yeah, baby, I float. It's hard to look at my resume and not find a reason to toast. I'm counting my blessings, we ain't stressing, just look at this glow. I got that magic, I'm really prepared for whatever, whenever.
Saturday primetime at 8:30 and the Sunday Showcase doubleheader at 1 on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.